Getting your iPhone 15 Pro Max is just another yearly upgrade. I got mine from Beyond the Box, and this is my 15 Pro Max, and it comes together with a bundled freebie from Momax, which we'll open a little bit later. The iPhone 15 Pro Max starts with a price point of 82,000 pesos for its 256 GB of storage, and there's 4 colors to choose from: blue titanium, white titanium, black titanium, and natural titanium. And I've been using my white titanium for 2 months already, and I'm really feeling it. So in this video, I'll be giving you my 2 months review of the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So hang in there. So before I share my experience with this phone, how about a quick unboxing of the 15 Pro Max? And guys, dumating na aking order from Beyond the Box, and it's the iPhone 15 Pro Max inside. True enough, this is the packaging. And so ang binili natin is 512 gigs of storage sa white titanium. Nagalin na natin balot. So, ang ganda ng kanyang white, no? It's the first time na gumamit din ako ng white na iPhone, by the way. And lifting it out of the box, na natin, we have a small sleeve dito, and of course, our charging cable na finally C2C. So, meron tayo SIM ejector tool, meron tayong mga user guides, and of course, the Apple sticker. Okay, peel lang natin. Yep, looks nice. And this is the titanium version ng iPhone 15 Pro Max. So one thing na in-add the iPhone dito is itong button na ito. And of course, andyan na kanyang volume rocker. And of course, kanyang SIM tray. Makita natin ang ibabaw is brushed aluminum metal finish. Finishing niya, no? Pero ang material nito is titanium. And we have the triple camera lens dito sa likod, which has a Apple logo. Sa ilalim, the changes is of course the Type-C port, no longer the Lightning port. And of course, one of my favorite, the big power button dito sa kabilang side. So, ito yung sinasabi kong bago, no? Action button. Pag hold mo, turn on and turn off silent mode. You can also customize pwede yung camera, flashlight, and other features na gusto mo dito sa iPhone. So, this one is currently running the iOS 17. So, medyo refreshing siya. So, yung color niya is medyo a little bit different from the iOS 16. It's a little bit more different this time around. It's a little bit more refreshing this time around. So, kita natin dito sa side, the bezel are quite thin as compared to the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And what I like dito is kanyang curve dito is parang hindi siya masyadong edgy. The overall feel nitong phone nito on my hand is definitely smooth. Sarap hawakan and, well, a little bit better than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I feel na medyo mas magaan siya na konti. Probably one of the things na mapapansin mo on the iPhone 15 Pro Max is nagfe-fade ang kanyang color. Especially when you keep on pressing tong power button, on the sides makita mo, medyo magfe-fade siya. But as far as I'm concerned, sa akin naman, medyo buo pa naman color. Wala akong napansin na no. I think personally, yung mga medyo mas acidic na tao, no, might fade faster compared sa mga non-acidic na tao, no. Siguro kung mas pawisin ka, baka mas evident. But as far as 2 months down the road sa akin, wala akong masyado napansin na fading dito sa akin. Kasi based on my engineering background, yung plating, no, hindi kumakapit masyado sa titanium na material. So that's the reason why kung bakit nag-fade ang colors dito sa kanyang side frames. But it doesn't mean na mas pangit ang titanium compared sa stainless steel. This is definitely the better material, but it has some little drawbacks. Pag ang takot mo is mag-fade siya, lagyan mo siya ng protection. Like this stuff from Momax, I'm pretty sure that it will protect your phone from fading. Meron tayong lens protector dito. Meron din tayong tempered glass. And this one, ang kanyang protective case na MagSafe. So ganito ang kanyang itsura. So once na nilagay mo ang iyong iPhone 15 Pro Max sa Momax na case, it would look something like this. And what's nice is protected din siya dito. And protected din from fading ang iyong phone. Now, itong phone na ito has the world's first 3nm na chip. This is a Apple A17 Pro na chip. And it's designed to run really fast, especially on the games and all of the multitasking. This phone is set to perform. And based sa akin Antutu benchmark, it has a 1.45 million points dito sa kanyang benchmarking. And these are the score na nakuha natin dito sa Geekbench sa CPU. And ito naman sa GPU. CPU mo yung score, ang taas. 3,573 naman ang kuha niya dito sa 3D Mark na Wildlife. And based sa mga benchmarking dito, I would say, ang ganda ng kanyang performance. Now, the phone na ito has a 6.7-inch na LTPO na Super Retina display. It supports HDR10, Dolby Vision, and 120Hz of screen refresh rate. Ang kanyang pinaka-maximum brightness na kaya achieve dito is 2,000 nits. And ang kanyang protection dito sa harap is a ceramic shield glass. So, kung gusto nyo malaman kung gaano ka-scratch resistant itong screen na ito, check out Jerry Riggs Everything sa kanyang torture test. And it also supports always-on display nga pala. And after watching 400 plus of videos and reels dito sa phone na ito for the past 2 months, I'm enjoying every single moment na nanonood ako ng video dito. Be it scrolling on social media or watching my YouTube videos dito. Sobrang ganda ng mga color vibrance dito sa phone na ito. And I'm pretty sure that you would love it too. If you ask me personally kung meron siyang improvements sa screen over sa 14 Pro Max,
I could hardly tell. I would maybe tell you halos wala naman ako na-feel na improvement from the 14 Pro Max. But if you're coming off from the 12 Pro Max, mafe-feel mo yung difference ng kanyang screen. Now, sinabi ko sa inyo na okay manood ng video dito. How about let's just try to see kung kamusta ang kanyang music tripping dito using its 2 loudspeakers. And what's nice din dito sa kanya is mafe-feel mo pati yung bass. So, music tripping on its loudspeaker, approve. Now, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a 4,441 mAh na battery. It supports PD 2.0, which is roughly mga 25 watts na fast charging, 15 watts na MagSafe charging, 15 watts din na charging itong phone na ito from 0 to 100 takes roughly mga 1 hour and 15 minutes. Charging this phone using the Anker na Ace 2 charging brick takes me roughly 1 hour and 15 minutes from 0 to 100. And based on my daily usage, on my honest opinion, itong phone na ito can last you a little bit above 1 day. Maybe hirap siya maging 1 day and a half, but for sure beyond 1 day is okay na okay. And I feel based on yung normal daily usage ko, compare sa aking 14 Pro Max, this one can withstand a little bit longer. Siguro maybe plus 1 to 2 hours on a daily average usage. Kayang-kaya the phone na ito. Which definitely for me, approve na approve sa akin yan. Now, kung mahilig ka sa gaming, to phone na ito, definitely hindi magpapatalo pagdating sa gaming. I did play a few titles dito, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, and of course, si Farlight 84. All of these games, sinagad-sagad natin siya, no? And it was able to perform. Nung unang labas niya, no, nung unang kuha ko, and hindi pa ako nag-update, naglaro ng Genshin Impact, you would really feel the phone heating up. And yun din naman sinasabi ng lahat ng tao, lahat ng mga reviewers, ang init ng iPhone 15 Pro Max nung una. But after the update, medyo na-feel ko na wala naman kanyang init. No? Not as hot as the first release nito phone na ito, but definitely still, meron mga kasi pag sinasagad mo ang kanyang graphics dito sa Genshin Impact, you would really feel the heat dito sa phone na ito, but not as hot as the first time. So I would recommend you using the Razer na phone cooler dito to cool down things a lot faster. Now, based on my gameplay, si Call of Duty Mobile and si Farlight 84, it's a breeze, walang problema, halos wala kang mafe-feel naman talaga ng frame drop. The response is really fast, the graphics is nice, and you would really enjoy everything dito sa phone na ito. Lalo na pagbakbakan na, maramihan na kayo sa mga battle royale and rank matches, okay na okay siya. Dapat dito sa Genshin Impact, I could hardly feel any frame drops din dito sa kanya. And I expect si A17 Pro, it's a 3nm chip, it would definitely deliver when you need it the most. Now, of course, gusto natin malaman kung there's any improvement yung kanyang camera over sa 14 Pro Max. And ang kanyang main camera sensor is a 48MP na main camera sensor with a sensor shift na OIS and a 12MP na periscope telephoto lens with up to 5 times the optical zoom. That one is probably improvement na makita mo dito sa 15 Pro Max kasi sa 14 Pro Max is up to 3 times optical zoom lang. And ang kanyang front camera for selfie is a 12MP na front-facing camera with OIS which can shoot up to 4K and 60. So simulan natin ang analysis natin with outdoor shots. This is probably one of my favorite shots dito within my vicinity. So being able to capture this rock outright pa lang pagkita mo, makikita mo na yung details. Kahit hindi mo pa siya i-zoom, unlike other mga phones sa Android, need ko pa i-zoom siya para makita mo yung mga details siya. Dito sa iPhone, kahit hindi ko pa lang i-zoom, makikita mo na mga details siya, very rich. And lalo na pag zoom mo, makita mo lahat ng imperfection dito sa bato na to, no? And definitely, it's very rich in details. Now, I did take some time to take some photographies sa mga animals, you know. So, I would say na some of these shots, pag pinicture mo, no, kahit moving siya, clear naman siya outright pag makita mo dito. But sometimes, pag zoom mo, medyo nalolos konti ang kanyang details. Pag nakita mo dito, medyo may details pa rin, pero hindi na ganun kaklaro. Siguro dahil nang gumagalaw ang pusa, mabilis ang facing niya, no. And this shot is probably, for me, one of the perfect shot na kuha ko dito sa pusan to. Pero kung i-zoom it in ng gusto, you'll see talaga na medyo nagbe-blur out siya ng konti, kahit broad daylight pa siya. So, nilaro naman natin kanyang lens. This is a ultra-wide shot. So, kita natin, no, very nice ang kanyang pagka-sunset dito. Makita natin yan sa background dito. And this is a normal shot at 1x zoom. Medyo napapansin ko, medyo namumuti on this side. But overall, yung picture niya is not really that bad. Now, if you zoom it in, this is a 2x zoom shot with optical image stabilization. And this is a 5x zoom shot. Now, like I said, this is the first phone ni iPhone na may 5 times na optical zoom. So, it has improved drastically over from the iPhone 14 Pro Max na meron 3 times zoom lang. Now, it's very useful if you're trying to capture some photos medyo far away, I would say na siguro medyo hazy lang yung environment, kaya medyo may konting noise na napapansin ko dito. But overall, this shot is definitely good pag walang haze. Now, pagdating naman sa mga indoor shots, I did take some shots na also using the same lens. This is a ultra-wide shot. Now, this is a 1-time zoom shot. Ito naman ang 2-time zoom shot, and this is a 5-time zoom shot. So, you would see, no, ang ganda, klarong-klaro pa rin details niya after 5 times zooming it dahil sa kanya optical zoom. Now, I would say na yung kanya 5-time optical zoom would be perfect if you're a person na mahilig sa mga zoom shot, especially when you like to watch mga concert. This is definitely one of the better cameras that you can use as opposed to iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, kung mahilig ka naman sa mga product shot, this is how it looks like when you're taking some product shot on low light. Now, further supporting yung aking claim na nag-improve yung camera niya, ito naman kinuha natin on night mode, no? On outdoor sa Manila Bay. You'll see na ang ganda nitong pagka-capture nitong camera shot nito. This is a ultra-wide shot. Na pag tinignan mo dito sa kanya, ang ganda ng kanyang sunset, no? Ang ganda ng view nito. If you look at this one is the normal shot. This is 1-time zoom shot. Now, if you check naman ang kanyang 2-time zoom shot, mapapansin mo yung sky niya is a little bit lighter compared dun sa kanyang normal lens, no? So, this is how it looks like pag 2-time zoom, and this is a normal shot. Now, if you further enhance it using a 5-time zoom shot, this is how it looks like. There would be some loss din sa kanyang there's some noise pagdating dito sa low light shot niya, but overall this shot is definitely good and quite breathtaking ang kanyang sunset. Now showing you furthermore some night shot dito, kasi one of the improvement ni iPhone 15 Pro Max would definitely be sa kanyang low light photography, and this one was able to perform. Ang dami ko nakuha mga pictures dito, no, and too much na hindi ko kaya pakita lahat dito, and some of this you might really enjoy. Ang ganda ng kanyang pagka-capture, no, and if you want to see more of these pictures, I'll be posting on my Facebook page sa Gadget Sidekick, no, so do check it out there. So checking some photos using its front-facing camera, ang ganda ng kanyang pagka-render on outdoor. So makita natin, no, mga imperfection na yung mukha, talaga makikita mo it's really preserved. Now if you're going for indoor shot, equally nice din ang mga makukuha mo using selfie camera. Equally said din pagdating sa low light photography. Dito paggabi na siya, no, and I was still able to get a really nice shot like this one. Now, using its rear camera to take this night mode na video, I would say ang ganda ng kanyang pagkakuha, no? And I was playing together with the zoom lens. And this is probably a preview of what you can do during a concert, no, on night mode. And definitely, ang ganda ng details na na-capture kahit malayong zoom. And this is what you'll get if you're walking while taking a vlog using its rear camera. Quite stable at 4K and 60. And this is how it looks like when you're taking a selfie vlog using front-facing camera for 4K and 60. Very smooth, very stable, kahit wala ka pang gimbal.
So guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa iPhone 15 Pro Max after 2 months? Do you need to make that upgrade each over the 14 Pro Max? Honestly, if you're a camera person, I would highly recommend you to go for a upgrade kasi ang kanyang camera is a little bit better. Especially yung 5-time zoom is definitely very useful for me personally. Lalo kung mahilig kayo kumuha ng mga scenery or nanonood kayo ng mga concert, the 5-time optical zoom is definitely something that you should have on your iPhone. Now, kung hindi naman kayo mahilig masyado sa photography, just taking yung point and shoot, it's not really too much of an upgrade itong phone na ito. Now, if you're coming off from the 12 Pro Max, this is definitely a big upgrade si iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now, one of the things na really gusto ko dito sa phone na ito is yung kanyang feel. Lalo na yung kanyang weight has dropped significantly from the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is quite a little bit heavier compared dito sa 15 Pro Max. And another thing na kapansin-pansin for me personally is yung kanyang bezel is a lot slimmer, which gives me a little bit more room for viewing angles. Now, si iPhone 15 Pro Max for me is definitely a stunner and probably is one of the best phones for 2023 or even early 2024. Now, would you make the upgrade? Comment on the comment section below, and if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends, and a subscription to this channel is definitely appreciated. I'll see you on the next one.
And so, ako pala si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.